right twin chore cái cây để mát chẳng cây đi bô với áo vô tục chẳng rẻ mày bơ rồi ya ku được bây giờ cần ra rồi để lại xem gì chăm đi lên bây giờ cần ra rồi lại xem gì chăm rồi thì thằng lần nữa chẳng qua đừng gọi gì anh go o moang đó moang đưa lên cái đó bakul mo yen ne ko no biliang ta ke ngade warga muguro bakwen warga my own writing my own story that I would like to share it to you today and then sometime when it is going to be put in the book doesn't matter where you can get it. Now a comparison between during of 1929 to this time that we are living in. So it talk about the trick which is being done by the government. When you are the people in government, people with the power, you have so many ways to trick your people, your enemy. And then they thought it is okay for them. This is how we can try to talk about it. But even though there will be some noise somewhere, no problem. Yeah. Do it right away. Let me go to it. Oh, you got it? Yeah, right now, có tác này nó cột. I don't know. Quay nhìn cũng là the most, all right. Liên nghĩa nè. Tác này nó có điện đeo này. Dâu đút nữa về nhà mới không mới tọt. Yeah, the recorder, the speech or the talk that I'm going to talk is the comparison. First of all, it go to 1929. The question asked, how many people were the Guek during his attack by the British in 1929? How many people do Guek have during the fight? Do Guek have so many people with them or a few of them? We're going to get the answer from the reading. Only 100 young people or only 100 young men of his relatives concerning the last day or the last year short note about the question of how many people of Nuer were with Guek when he was attacked by the colonized government base in Abong, Wangyaj, as long as war came to be waged by the government. When all sort of things to make Guek surrender fail from the British, so we make a certain calculation. And the district commissioner of the Abong, Mr. Perry Corey, began the policy of isolation to the other gun faction from Guek. And all the ships of gun were made to hit Guek until when Corey learned that there are no many people with Guek. And then to protect him, and then he attacked Guek. First, Corey, the commissioner of Abong, began to fight with Guek. But Guek was among the majority of Gun Law or of Law people. Kore began to wait until he got rid of leadership. Some gun chief he isolated them from work, and then work left alone with a few people. Work simultaneously the attack knew the attacker knew for real that work will not resist them since they became too few to resist their attacker. And again, the government employ some of the angry people within the law Nuer to walk them and for them to make sure that they are going to succeed to capture or kill Gok. So the government in Abong employ some of the people, make them to be as people to show them the way and when and the time to attack Gok and caught him. So they want to succeed on that issue. And few of the people were turned to help them to get Gok. So from there, they need that they are going to succeed to capture, kill, and to kill them. As long as they came on the morning of the February 8, 1929, Guek and his few people remained with him, his own relatives and some individual friends attacked. In fact, concerning the above question, which is the good point, and according to the document, there were only 100 fighters from both sides, only 100 young people from both sides, and they were divided into three columns. And among them, I mean, from 100 people who remained with work, about 13 young men were got killed, and the other three adult plus work himself were killed, as well as the result of the gunmen who fought people with their hands. They seem to have no balance, so that the rest will still live alive, run away from their life, and three direction were in the three direction. They run away from three directions, while the plan came and bombing VA or Uganda and other places in the same day. When putting the above question, that asked how many people were with work in 1929, and then I compare this with IO in October 30, 2019, when so many cries began to confront IO because of the same isolation began done by the colonized, but it looked the same. The same thing as the South Sudan government had done to the IO before. He agreed to sign the peace with the government. The IO, before he agreed to sign the peace with the government, during that time, the breaking of General Taban and Lol Dang left the IO because they were not hired in some good for places which they wish to be. Then they thought to fit in 19 in I mean they thought to fit in 2015. So this continued till today. Um, till today. This isolation to get your enemy with no good protection. We is the reason why when I ask such a question, enemy work couldn't be seen by so many people since they were already brainwashed. They just fought back to their original party, the bad party of the bad person. Make sure Guek was killed alone with no strong force of God bullshit with him. They were kept away by the enemy to get Guek easily. And as a result of killing Guek, the Nuer gave up the fight with the during the 27 or 30 years of fighting. Why is this? Why is that? Because the leader killed, and that became the end of so many Nuer resistance. Do you understand that? This is how it means. So I will make it to be maybe to read it in a loud voice.
Okay, I found this on the web for simultaneously. Check it out.
chắc where mà na me jen te ko that chắc ko ko na lu no je kwen kare kwen yam den adult people who are not acquainted with the pronunciation of the English white people. So the Queen is young teenagers so that they will those who are born here they will hear it more than my reading. That is why I divided into two because we have two generations here. Uh, Katok na blue no ne jen na na gura bane kier ker ko ba giet ko no bane right. Te ki to ki giet no wal bane no nyal bane ga par ke tin con det con ke me per tian dan ke